Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to give you guys an update now that I've had Santi for about 3 weeks. And I figured since I've been a new dog mom for almost a month that I can give new puppy owners some new tips. So if you want to hear some tips on how we got through our first 3 weeks with this little guy, stay tuned. So my first tip for new puppy owners is to schedule some time off around the time that you're going to be getting your new puppy. That's something that I was able to do with my job. You know, my job is pretty flexible, so I was able to take a week off during his first week home. And in honesty, that was really helpful because I was able to, start crate training him and dedicate just time to him and just really start getting to know him. Because of course, it's a new environment for our puppy and it's also a new experience for us. So it was really beneficial to do that. If you can't schedule some time off, whether it's because you're in school or you just don't have the freedom to do that, then I suggest having some help either from a family member or a friend, so that during the time that you're unable to be with your puppy, they're able to step in, and even if it's just playtime or taking them out to go use the restroom or something like that, I think that would be super beneficial. So another reason why you might want to schedule some time off around the time that you're going to get your dog, or get the additional help that I mentioned, is because you are going to be exhausted. I mean, we're on week 3 with Santi the Doodle, and he we're worn out. Like, my husband and I feel like we still haven't caught up on our sleep, and it's just, you're constantly getting up at night to take him out to use the restroom, and also, we have to watch him 24/7 because we don't know what he's going to get into, or we don't want him to have an accident inside. So it is really exhausting. So dedicating that time, I think, is going to be something that it will pay off in the long run and will help you with your training in the future. My second tip for new puppy owners is to practice your patience, because trust me, puppies will 100% test your patience. From not being fully potty trained at first to literally chewing on everything. Puppies are basically like babies, they're like children, and they need a lot of guidance. They don't know what's right and what's wrong. So you're definitely going to have to just be really patient with your dog. So my third tip for you guys is to puppy proof your home a few days before your puppy comes. So once your puppy's here, it's literally very difficult to find some free time to do some things, because where you go, your puppy will go. And so that's definitely something that I did the day of, actually, while my husband was picking up our puppy. I deep cleaned everything. I mopped, I swept, I put everything away that I thought he could chew on. And it was honestly really beneficial because I found myself having no time. Even now, we're starting to get into a routine, but it's still kind of difficult to do our day-to-day tasks and our chores. So doing that beforehand will save you some stress. And my fourth tip for new puppy owners is to start conditioning good habits. So start your training. So whether that's crate training, telling them their name, to sit, to lay down. I would suggest doing that immediately, because the habits that you start forming when they come into your home are the habits that will be hard to break later on. So things that we did immediately with him were to use the crate since the first night. We don't let him sleep in the bed with us. We don't let him sleep on the couch or just outside. We think it's safer for them in the crate. So that was one thing that we have been working on even to this day. Another thing is, of course, his name. He, I would say, knows his name, but he doesn't respond to it as quickly as I would like, or he doesn't actually come to us when we say his name. So my fifth tip for new puppy owners is to do your research, on the food that you're going to feed them, the amount of physical activity that they're supposed to be having, when to get their vaccine. But I would also say adjust your, everything that you've learned to your new dog, because things that I found are that, things that I read online that were either working for somebody else or wasn't working for them actually work for my dog. So it's just literally taking the time to understand and read them. So for him, I don't know if you guys saw my haul video, but in my haul video, we had purchased some single ingredient freeze-dried, I believe, lamb lung and beef liver. And although those are amazing treats, and I'm sure he will love them once he's a little bit older, it was really difficult for him to chew on. So those are just kind of sitting in my cabinet for now, and I had to adapt to fit his needs. So we ended up boiling some chicken with no salt, no garlic, nothing, just straight in water, and using that to train, and that was super beneficial for us. And my last tip for you guys is to take advantage of the puppy naps. So right now, I know he's out of frame, but he's taking a nap right next to me so that I can film this video. But take advantage of the time that your puppy takes to nap, and trust me, they will take a lot of naps. Since they're still growing and you're exposing them to different environments and different things, it exhausts the puppies. So these naps have been a lifesaver for us, whether it's us being able to use the restroom or going up and washing a few dishes, or even just taking the time for us and, you know, making this YouTube video or working on his Instagram. His naps have been super helpful. So just know that you will have some free time when your puppy sleeps, and to cherish every single moment of their nap. Okay, so now for some updates on my little dude. We've had him for 3 weeks, as I mentioned earlier, and he currently weighs 16 pounds. So when we first got him, the vet told us that he weighed 11 pounds, and now he is at 16. So he's definitely growing really fast. And I mean, we don't only see it in his weight, but also in the things that he's able to do now versus what he was able to do when we first got him. For example, he wasn't able to jump on our couch before, so that was kind of like our safe space before, and now actually this morning he was able to jump on to the couch by himself. So, you know, every day he's learning new things and getting bigger, and it's just crazy how fast they grow. Some of the things that he knows how to do is he knows how to sit, he knows how to lay down, he knows how to high five us, which is super adorable. He knows his name, and he's about like 95% potty trained, I would say. He does have the occasional accident inside, but he has actually started standing by the door where we have his grass patch, and he will kind of let us know that he needs to go out, and he goes out there to pee and poop. So it's been kind of great, but it's not foolproof because, again, he's a puppy, and sometimes when he gets distracted playing, if he just has to go, he'll just go. But, you know, he's doing pretty great in terms of potty training. Another thing that we started doing with him immediately, as I mentioned, is the crate training. And he's been doing good as well with the crate training. He'll sleep through the night for the most part. We'll have to take him out maybe like once or twice through the night, and he gets up really early. He gets up at like 5 a.m. So that's not fun, but you know, I think it's good for him that he is able to actually sleep in the crate. He doesn't spend the whole night crying, or he doesn't like scratch at the gate or bite it the whole night, because I know that there's some dogs that just have some severe anxiety that don't want to be in the crate, but thankfully our Doodle has been really good about it. And he will be getting another shot or another vaccine in about a week or so, and then we will be planning for him to get another vaccine at 16 weeks, and then he'll be free to go outside. So I'm super excited for that. Once he turns 16 weeks, he will be allowed to socialize with any and every dog, even unknown dogs. And I'm just excited for that because I'm so ready for him to experience the outside world. Anytime this Doodle gets some outdoor time in the grass and the dirt, like, he is obsessed. He absolutely loves it. He's an outdoor dog through and through. So I'm excited for him to be able to experience that. But as a new puppy mom, I know that some of these tips might seem a little daunting, or you might feel like, how can I do it? But honestly, just adapt to what you're able to do, because at the end of the day, like, you know, you are in a different situation than I'm in, and you have different things going on in your life than we have. But good luck with your puppy. I'm sure it'll be great. Super exciting to have a new little family member in our lives. It's definitely a lot of work, I will say that. So if you're gonna get a new puppy, make sure that you're able to dedicate the time to them. If you guys have any other video suggestions, what you guys want to see with Santi, let me know down in the comments, and follow us on his Instagram at mydudesanti for daily updates. I post pictures of him and Instagram stories all the time. So if you guys want more Santi content, see you on Instagram.